it like rocket fuel.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
From 27 yards.
First down, it's Haskins. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 2nd down, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. To throw is Garoppolo. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Room past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Here we go. 11. Shoot this side. We got
On 3rd down, here's Coleman, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
11.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180.
Single. Got 44.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football into the Redskins. How did they do?
We're going to shut you down.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
First carry for Darius Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Running the sweep with McLaurin, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Haskins on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 180! Safety green. 3 out.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Mike, here we go. 120! All right, here we go. Let's go, B.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Switch. White.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Clock. 2.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
You. 2.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula? The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
We own it. We own 11.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12, fellas, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch left, watch left.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Watch left.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Now goal for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's Love again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. A gain of 11 on the play. First down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Showing it.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down, it's Thompson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. A gain of 6 yards.
From the gun on third down, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, does.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On first down, Coleman looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Protein spill.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
6-yard return after a punt of 48, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
There's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
21. Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
I got you.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Switch gears.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? The answer's pretty evident to me.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards...
It got his man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood?